Welcome back. Trichomoniasis, or trich, is a sexually transmitted disease that causes pregnancy loss and infertility among affected herds, and is particularly costly in the case of infected bulls. To better manage this disease, 25 states have adopted trich regulations for importing cattle from outside state lines. But inconsistency among individual state requirements adds confusion and expense for many cattlemen, especially seed stock producers. Some states may require as many as 3 culture tests over a 3-week period. Others require just a single PCR test, while Alabama requires both. At a recent meeting in California hosted by Life Technologies, state veterinarians and industry representatives discussed the need for harmonizing the regulations, including consistent age requirements, accepted documentation, standard testing procedures, and an extension for valid test results.
I think it's a challenge. It's been around for about 80 years in the United States, and it's an insidious disease. The bulls are asymptomatic for the disease, and the cows may display early abortions, reproductive inefficiencies, and we may also see occasionally uterine tract infections or pyometris in these cows.
The bull is an asymptomatic carrier, and he's infected for life. Once a bull has trich, he needs to be culled from the herd. Certainly there's some very valuable bulls out there, and if they happen to come up trich positive, could be a tremendous loss to the herd, not only from the genetic standpoint, but from the monetary value of that bull.
It's sort of an iceberg type disease, and that you really don't know what the level of trich is in this country. We found that 50% of the states do have rules for trich regarding the interstate movement of breeding livestock. Of those 25 states, most of them are located west of the Mississippi, with only 3 states on the East Coast having trich rules currently: Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee.
The testing protocol involves testing the bulls for the most part. Bulls, we take a preputial scraping, we incubate those samples, and we send those samples in for PCR testing, looking for the DNA of the organism. The tests take about a week.
We don't want a federal program, and I don't think APHIS wants to create a federal program for trich. What we're looking to do is to get some consistency between the states, especially adjoining states.
The future for trich, as I see it, is working towards harmonization of our standards, really from the ground up. So starting at testing procedures for that bull to our diagnostic labs using workflows that are standardized and using the best available technology they have to them.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Alticid IGR Feed-Through Fly Control. Prepare to control horn flies all season. Start feeding Alticid 30 days before the last frost. Learn more at AlticidIGR.com.
We've used Select Sires for a long time, probably for the last 25 years. Their service is second to none.
Select Sires has a lot of bulls that are balanced trait bulls that really fit our needs. We've always had really good conception with it, and I think they've got a real nice lineup of sires.
They like bulls that have all the economic traits, all the numbers that we're looking for, whether it be calving, ease, or carcass. And they put as much emphasis on structure and phenotype as any company we've worked with.
We all have essentially genetics that have something to offer to a lot of people, and that's where service differentiates the very good ones.
For superior service and superior genetics, visit SelectSiresBeef.com. Join the team, the Beef Quality Assurance Team. Getting BQA certified shows you're committed to practices that produce the highest quality beef in the world. And by visiting BQA.org, you can take the online certification course at a time that fits your schedule and from the comfort of your home or office. You'll also find lots of helpful tips on improving animal health and animal handling practices. Get certified, BQA certified, because it's about doing the right thing. Visit BQA.org today and become a member of the BQA team.
Horn flies cost cattle producers nearly $1 billion a year. They interrupt grazing, cause loss of blood, and impact your bottom line. By incorporating Alticid IGR into your supplement program, you can prevent the emergence of adult horn flies. Alticid IGR will significantly reduce stress on your cattle. For pennies a day, you can control the most costly parasite and increase your profitability. Contact your feed supplier to incorporate Alticid IGR today.
America is full of great stories, and I Am Angus tells them. Join us Thanksgiving evening, November 28th, as the American Angus Association celebrates the holiday with you and your family. We'll travel to America's last best places, from the plains of Oklahoma to the woodlands of Wisconsin. And featured on this episode is Chuck Backus, a space-age engineer who followed his dreams to ranch in Arizona. I Am Angus. Join us on Thanksgiving evening, right here on RFD TV.